Today is May 11. Let's do the Ukraine war update. First of all, let's go to this western part of the frontier where we see something going on. There was quite some fight in the last 24 hours on the west of this peninsula, where it's west part of the Kherson region. There was quite some fight in the two areas very close to the Ukraine side. There seemed to be some like three team of Ukraine soldier infiltrated into this space, Russian occupied space. So they most likely come from the boat. They get into this place and they also get into here. They trying to do probably some sabotage or something, but it seemed to be there's no fight within 12 hours. So I assume all this fight already finished. So this is something we can we should notice. Another one is that you can see the bombardment in here, and in here. This is Zaporozhye. So it seemed to be the Alexander, the new general who has experience in Syria, seemed to be heavily hitting the supply chain, infrastructure, oil. I think oil depot all been hit. Now it's also infrastructure around several major industrial hubs. And the Ukraine side seems to be trying to infiltrate the Russian side, Russian occupied territory, basically. We can see that also in here. We can see from this, we see the Russians are pushing south. We can also notice that there are quite broad, fair, seem to be Ukraine also hit into like a bomb or artillery shoot into like a Russian controlled territory in the Donbass region. So if we look at the satellite image, we can also see that on the east of Severodonetsk, this region is actually occupied by the Russian long time ago. See, there is still fight and fire going on. That's say the Ukraine side basically infiltrate and get into the back of the Russian and doing some maybe damage to their supply chain. On the other hand, we can see the whole front, Russia is shooting. The two sides are actually shooting each other on the whole front from Severodonetsk to the west. So all heavy fighting going on. On the Severodonetsk, we notice that the fight actually is on the periphery of Severodonetsk. It's not even inside the city yet. So it may take some time for Russian to get into the city. There's Rubini area still have heavy fighting. So, but roughly Rubini area roughly finished. See, there are only fighting on the southern end. But it seems the Ukraine side also shooting into the Russian area. So seems to be the two sides is doing artillery war going on, like Western trying to help the Ukraine. Again, in my opinion, the Ukraine is just 12 years old child, and Russia is 30 years bully. If West keep give the war life, give a gun to the children, the children is just end up being beat up more heavily, suffer more. That's my opinion. That's the end. I think West is too confident on this. They are saying, like, for example, Biden was initially was saying, "Oh, we should remove Putin." Think about that. Putin is actually much more solid than Biden, right? He want to remove the biggest country, the president of the biggest country, and also a dictatorship. Think about that. I think the Biden is crazy, in my opinion. He's definitely not a normal brain. I think he need to see a doctor, I think, in my opinion. Anyway, the whole like northern front is heavy fighting on a very broad range area. But I think it's mostly on the forest area. Both sides are trenched in. Once I think the first get burned, I think the war will be pushed forward. I think Russians still have much bigger hand in this. That's my opinion. I don't think there's any chance for Ukraine to be able to win the game. I'm sorry to say that, but it seems to be like Russia has much more resources, a much bigger country. And actually, Russia is probably the most powerful military power at this moment, because Russia and China has hypersonic missile, right? They have hypersonic atomic bomb. Like even U.S. don't have the hypersonic weapon. So the U.S. is so actively engaged in the war. I think it's very terrible risk for the American people and for myself. I feel like Pentagon and these people are just crazy. They just take such a high risk. If I'm Putin, I would just give everybody a warning, a big warning. I think these people are just ridiculous. Take too much risk for unnecessarily, just to help the military industry earn more money, right? That's the only good result for for one side of the game. Anyway, I think overall the war right now there is not much progress, but I'm pretty sure Russia will break through this barrier because they have complete control over the air. They have much bigger military, and Ukraine has much smaller industry. Pretty much all the industry infrastructure will be bombed. If it's not already been bombed. So there is no military infrastructure. Once Russian bombed the bridge on the Dnieper River, the east side of the military is game over. There's no point to fight, right? Like Russian, once they push the full frontier from here to this Sharema River, and this river will be flooded during the summer. So this side, the whole side of the territory will have no supply. And there's no even storage because in this area, you basically a flat area. There's not even too much building in there in this area, right? Russian can just bomb the whole area. I don't think, I don't see any more weapon like the West gave Ukraine, Ukraine can hold on the east side. They certainly can hold it on the west side, but I think the more support to the Ukraine, to the 12-year-old child, the more suffer the Ukrainian people will be. That's like look at it. Not my opinion. Just look at it. John Mayer, like the second video, the professor John Mesmeyer from University of Chicago. Just watch that video if you haven't watched. That's his analysis is definitely correct. All right. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, please hit the like button. Bye now.